can buy complete rebuild kits for the Stumpjumper from Rocket Mountain Bearings. When you're restoring the frame, the first thing you want to do is take all the existing bearings out. These are all sealed, and the easiest way to do them is to take a couple of sockets. So you want one that just fits into there, and you want one which is just larger than the hole at the back, and squeeze. And voila, out comes the bearing. To put them back in, you're going to buy a set of replacement bearings, so it's best to buy all new. You want a socket that just fits back in the hole, and just squeeze it all the way back in, making sure that you get it all the way to the bottom, because there's a little washer that has to fit in there, and it needs to be slightly below the facing. When you reassemble this, there are little washers that go between the frame and the bearings. You can see these are tapered. The small end will go against the inner race. The large flat end is going to go against the frame. This way, when you tighten it up, the flat piece against the frame isn't going to move, and the whole bearing will rotate on the inner race. So that's the way they go. So all the bearings in here in the frame go in that way, and there are a lot of them. Time those up later. Was a Fox Triad for the Stumpjumper. This is the nearest modern replacement. It's a Rockshox Monarch. It's and the problem with this thing is it's got a 12.7mm bushing that's ½ an inch on both sides. The problem is the hole that this thing goes through this is the pin that it has to fit through, does not go through the bushing because this is 15mm. Fortunately, the hole in the end is 15mm, so you have to push the original bushing out and use exactly the same methods for getting the bearings. Find a socket and then just squeeze it out in a vise, and then this will fit nicely in there. Here's the next problem you're going to face. This is an 8mm hole. The bolt I have is 8mm, but the bushing is 12.7. So you're going to need 12.7 to 8, and then this is only 12mm wide, but this is 15. So you're going to have to buy the adapter from Rockshox. These are not cheap, but they do convert this from 12.7 to 8 and from 12 to 15 for the width. Now the bushing just pushes in. You need the 2 spaces either side of it. These are a bit tricky to get in. Just push on, pushes in. It just required a little bit of persuasion. And that will do for now. Get everything tightened up later. There we are. Shock completely in.